You're listening to the Crazy Town Podcast, Season 2, Episode 7, the Crazy Town Christmas Super Show Extravaganza, with Jonas and TNT Dynamite.
Bah humbug.
TNT, do you know how big the largest collection of Santa memorabilia is?
I could only imagine. Why don't you give me some insight there, Jonas?
All right. As of 2010, the collection, according to Guinness World Records, was 25,104 pieces.
My question is, how do you fit that much memorabilia into your mother's basement?
Right? And guess what the best part about that is?
What's that?
He's from Canada.
Canadians don't even celebrate Christmas, do they?
Jean-Guy Lacquer does.
I'm pretty sure that was the worst French I've ever heard in my life.
That is probably the worst French anyone's ever heard. That's absolutely true.
Oh, yeah. Canadians like Christmas, huh?
But my biggest question...
What's that?
Is this the loneliest man in the world?
Well, I certainly can't imagine him inviting a girl over and saying, "Hey, baby, you want to see my Christmas shit?"
Wow, that sounds very homoerotic.
That sounds homoerotic.
Not really.
All right.
Now that we've buttered the Christmas palate, enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Crazy Town Podcast. My name is Jonas, and I am here with
TNT Dynamite, TNT DINOMIGHT. Hey, Jonas, welcome back me.
Oh, wow, welcome back you, huh? Welcome everyone to the show today. It is our Crazy Town Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, holiday fun time super show extravaganza.
All of those things, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we do want to thank y'all for listening. If you are not following us on Twitter, it is at the Crazy Town Pod. If you do not follow before this sentence is over, Grandma's taking back your Christmas sweater.
Grandma, but I love that sweater.
I know you don't even know what it is, and you already love it.
Yeah. Phil Huxtable. Or
Cosby.
Cliff Huxtable.
Cosby sweater? Really? That's not really the too kosher of a thing anymore.
Look, his impeccable taste in clothing has nothing to do with his illicit behavior.
Oh, his sexual deviancy has nothing to do with his wardrobe?
Allegedly.
Oh, alleged, that's right. And the cornucopia of continuous information, thecrazytown.com. So we do have a super Christmassy show planned for you today.
Bah humbug.
Right. All sorts of Christmas-themed stories and topics. But before we get to any of that, TNT.
Yeah.
Are you ready to drop some knowledge on these hoes?
I am. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I am ready to drop.
Do you have a special Christmas word for us?
Yeah. Give me a second here.
All right.
All right. My word for today is a curmudgeon.
Can you spell that?
Yes. Curmudgeon. Curmudgeon. A curmudgeon is a bad-tempered or a surly person. You could also describe this person as a Scrooge, or a person that's like, fuck Christmas, bah humbug.
Oh, so you're a curmudgeon.
Next topic.
Can you use curmudgeon in a sentence?
Yes, I can. TNT ain't getting no presents, so fuck Christmas. Man, he sure is a curmudgeon. Next topic.
Wow, maybe somebody will hear that you're not getting any presents and they'll send you one.
Yeah, send them to TNT at youtube.twitter.fuck.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'm going to jump right into the only positive Christmas story that we have on the show today.
Look, I could use some positivity.
Well, right. Everything we talk about is always so negative and fucked up. So I figured I'd start the show out with a little bit of charity.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
So this takes place in Lafayette, Indiana, a small little town, population of 71,000.
Mm-hmm.
A local mom went out and Black Friday shopped like all the soccer moms do.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, she left all of her bags in the car overnight. I didn't say this lady was smart. I just said she was a shopper.
Okay.
And guess what happened?
I'm going to say is that all of her shit got robbed.
Somebody set her van on fire. No, they didn't. They got stolen.
Okay.
Damn it. I just wanted to make... So she came out in the morning, and the van had been broken into. She also left her purse under the front seat.
Oh, genius.
So you leave all the items and the purse under the front seat. So I say this is a happy story, and obviously it hasn't started out very happy.
No, not yet.
So what she did is she told everyone that she had about $600 in presents that were stolen. So someone in her town started a GoFundMe. And all the friends donated and got her a $600 Target gift card.
Oh, isn't that sweet? You can't see it, listeners, but I'm rolling my eyes a little bit.
I see your heart palpitating.
Yeah. It bleeds.
It does bleed?
Yeah.
Wow. This is the first time I've seen you in person on the podcast. And,
Go ahead and tell the viewers, man. Tell them the big news. I mean, they probably noticed the difference in mic quality.
We got some new microphones.
Yeah, and
we're recording in person.
Yes, and
TNT Dynamite is relocated to Austin.
Oh, shit.
Isn't that fucking splendid?
Yes, don't come to my house, though.
Please don't come to our house.
Please.
Ever.
Unless you bring me presents.
Yeah, bring him presents. Then he won't bah humbug you.
Yeah, but just leave him on the doorstep and go home.
Wow, that's pretty awful of you.
No, I'm not. Look, dude, I don't necessarily want, our masses of fans just chilling on our patio of the Crazy Town estate.
The Crazy Town mansion we bought?
Yeah. With all those Patreon dollars that they've been
the Patreon
donating.
Crazy Town dollars?
Yeah, Audible's been real good to us.
Audible has been really good to us, he says. All right, TNT, so that's why I wanted to start the show out.
Okay.
One positive story.
I liked it, man.
Okay.
It was beautiful. Honestly, that's a beautiful thing that somebody did that for that lady. I feel like we should do that for more people.
If I had extra money, I think I would give it away. To myself.
I was going to say, you can give me some money right now, motherfucker.
Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah, just pay my half of the rent.
Oh,
I mean, mortgage.
I mean, estate dollars.
Yeah.
All right. So let's jump into something else real quick.
Yeah.
Top 3 Christmas movies.
Oh, yeah. Let me pull those up real quick because I think we're going to have some.
Are we?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I'm going to start with number 3 of mine.
Okay.
Christmas Story.
Oh, my God. You really did pick that one, huh?
Red Ryder BB guns. Leg lamps. We're both from the Cleveland area. Have you ever went to the Christmas Story house in Cleveland?
I have.
I went as well.
I have. But that is not on my list at all.
Well, see, you said we'd have some mattress. So
yeah, I thought we would.
That would be, it's over on West 11th. It's like a museum and a gift shop. It's the house from the movie.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
it's pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet.
All right, what is your number 3?
My number 3, see, now my top 3 are really, really close because they all deserve to be like number 1.
Okay.
But I would have to say my top 3 Christmas movie. Number 3, Die Hard.
Number 3 is Die Hard.
Yeah.
I will 100% agree with you that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I mean, it is a Christmas movie. It happens on Christmas Day, and it's an amazing movie.
Do you know a lot of people consider Die Hard not a Christmas movie?
I don't know how you couldn't. It even has, like, Christmas elements in it.
Yeah, he fucking writes, now I have a machine gun, ho, 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 on the terrorist he kills.
Automatic Christmas.
And he puts a Christmas hat on him. There's a Christmas tree in the area where all the people are being held hostage.
Exactly. It's a Christmas party.
It is a Christmas party.
It's a lovely, and that's why I don't know if that made your list, but we'll see.
We will see.
What's your number 2, J-Dog?
Is that what's hot on the streets? Calling me J-Dog now?
I want to give you some street cred.
All right. I'm boosting up the street cred. Number 2, Friday After Next. The one where the security guards at the strip plaza.
Oh, wow.
And ghetto Santa's running around robbing everybody.
Wow. That's actually a really good choice, too. That didn't make my list, though.
It did not?
No, man. And
all I want for Christmas is a name bell say glitter on it.
I
All I want is Christmas 2 fat bitches and Chico have somebody lick on fat bitches.
I feel like that movie would have made the cut if the first Friday wasn't like miles and beyond better than it. Like it was a good movie, but the first
Friday After Next is my favorite of the 3.
Is it really?
It absolutely is.
Oh, well,
Barbecue so good, make you want to slap your mama, and he fucking slaps her in the commercial. Then later in the kitchen, she like fucking cowers to him.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a little cheesy to me.
It was. It was
funny.
absolutely.
It was a good movie.
It was. What about you? What's number 2 for you?
Number 2 for me, Gremlins, the original.
Oh, I didn't even think about that being a Christmas movie, but it totally is.
It's
like
totally a Christmas movie.
They crash the tractor into the fucking house, and the Christmas tree's in there.
He's given the Mogwai for a Christmas gift for his son. So yeah, it's a
all
Christmas
right.
movie.
All right,
And
I got you.
Fucking love that movie.
That's a good movie.
It is. Really
My number 1 Christmas movie?
Please, Jonas, let us share this one in comment.
Die Hard.
Oh.
That is my absolute favorite Christmas movie.
And see, this hurts my heart that you missed the obvious one. But yeah, you're right. Die Hard is a classic. It very well would have made my number 1 if the other 2 movies I had weren't.
Okay, what's your number 1?
Nightmare Before Christmas, man.
Oh.
That's a Tim Burton classic.
Yeah.
Tim Burton, Danny Elfman classic story. Love, attrition, fucking finding oneself. Betrayal, and the dark side of Christmas. That side you never see.
That's true.
Though there's a lot of killing in
You want to know one of my honorable mentions that shows the bad side of Christmas?
What's that?
Bad Santa.
I've never seen Bad Santa.
Have you not? Oh, dude.
I've never seen Bad Santa.
You need to watch it. It's pretty goddamn good.
I've never. That's with
has Billy Bob Thornton and Bernie Mac.
Billy Bob.
Yeah,
Thornton.
yeah. He's like a degenerate alcoholic and like tricks this little kid into like that he's really Santa, and he takes him home to his grandma and shit.
Yeah, okay.
And he's banging the chick from Gilmore Girls.
I've never seen Gilmore Girls.
I haven't either. I just know she was in it.
No. All right. Well, that's pretty cool, man. My honorable mention: Batman Returns.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Christmas Story is my only like legitimate family Christmas movie.
Yeah, I don't have
Gremlins is kind of like family oriented, I guess, a little bit.
I mean, I saw it when I was a kid.
All right.
I mean, before I was born.
TNT.
Yeah, what's up?
I have a little surprise segment for you on this Christmas episode. I want to play fill in the blanks.
I swear to God, if you get me something for Christmas.
I'm going to get you a guest house for the mansion. All right.
What is it?
It's going to be fill in the blanks.
Okay.
Number 1.
Uh-huh.
Christmas decorations should be put up blank.
Okay, the viewers.
I'm looking for a time frame.
Okay, I mean, you know my mind's going, listeners, immediately.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking like where on the body you should put them or hang them. Like,
I'm not going to go for the cheap, easy joke. They should be put up a week before. No. December 1st. I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt.
So you get 24 days of Christmas decoration, 25 days of Christmas decoration.
I don't really see a point in putting all of that work into the decorations for them to stay up for a week or 2 weeks. Yeah, fuck the whole December. Let's go.
Okay.
But not directly after Thanksgiving. Not before Thanksgiving. You fucking Neanderthals that do that.
Okay, number 2.
What's up?
Your Christmas tree should be taken down on...
I guess by January.
January what?
January 2nd.
That is
3rd.
That is the answer I was looking for. 2nd or 3rd. Like, if it's still up on the 3rd, you have to take it down.
Yeah. You're allowed to have it up after New Year's, man. I understand you're drunk. Nobody wants to take the tree down, or you have a hangover or whatever. So, yeah, 3rd.
If it's up on January 4th, you might as well just leave it up till next Christmas. I mean, you've gone too far at that point.
Just leave it up.
Just throw a fucking bed sheet over top of it and leave it go. Okay. What is... Oh, I'm sorry. I have one more question.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. Let's go.
Christmas decorations in retail stores should go on sale no earlier than...
Oh my God. They go on sale in like May.
4th of July ends are like fucking Christmas.
Basically, man. I should say like obviously the end of the month after Thanksgiving, but it's like
November 1st is when they go on sale. The day after Halloween. Because I went to Walmart on November 1st. Half of the Halloween section was cleared all into one aisle as, I guess it'd be more than half, clearance. And then all the rest of it was like, they already had like Christmas trees out. I mean, they were still putting up the stuff to buy.
Dude, that's what's ridiculous, though. It's like as soon as one holiday ends, Thanksgiving gets no love.
No, it doesn't. It's like a placeholder.
Yeah.
It's like you're looking forward to eating like a gluttonous fool from Halloween. Like it's like your pit stop between Halloween and Christmas.
It's just like pregame for Christmas.
Right. You get to see your family, knowing you're going to get to see them in a month, to tell grandma what you want for Christmas at Thanksgiving dinner. If she makes it that far.
The thing that kills me is that Black Friday is basically the day after, like the biggest shopping day for Christmas is right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's a full month before Thanksgiving. That's pretty crazy.
Or before Christmas. Yeah, I don't know, man. It bothers me a little bit, but I'm a curmudgeon.
Right. All right, before we wrap up this segment.
Yeah.
What is either the best or worst Christmas present you've ever received in your entire life? Either the thing you wanted the most that you got, something that you would never ever use, was the biggest piece of shit in the world. Like, it could be the best or the worst, whatever you want it to be.
All right. You're going to answer this question.
I will. I'll answer it too.
All right. Well, I'd have to say is that honestly, I mean, I could go back and say my mom getting me my first Nintendo, and this is going to speak volumes about me as a person too. But as of recent past, I would have to say when Xbox One first came out and they were selling the day one editions, I wanted one really bad. But I had just moved and I had started a new job and I was unable to get one. And my girlfriend, she knows who she is. If she's listening, she probably doesn't listen. She surprised me on Christmas Day with a day one edition Xbox One. And I was like a little kid again. I was,
That's
man.
so awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy. I fell in love with that girl. And
that day.
Yeah.
That day was the day that I decided that she was the one.
Like a week later, I was like,
she's not the one anymore.
No, that's
it's like, what have you done for me lately? Well, you bought me a day one Xbox One. Well, now you haven't done that again, so.
TNT Dynamite's a gamer, man. Hit me up on Xbox One. I'll mark you in any game. How about you, Jonas? What do you do?
One of the presents I was most excited for in my life was when I was a little kid, I got a Joe Montana starting lineup.
What is that even is? What is, I
It's
mean, what is that even?
It's like a little action figure. I was a child, bro. I wasn't in my
Joe
adulthood.
Montana starting lineup? What is it, a doll?
It's a fucking little action figure guy.
It's
like a G.I. Joe, but for football players.
Oh, a Joe Montana doll.
I was the most excited about a Joe Montana doll.
Could you do its hair?
I did. Yeah, I painted it with a marker.
You painted it with a marker.
Because it was a fucking doll.
No, honestly, I used to have a bunch of action figures. I still have a few in my room, actually. But I used to have a bunch of action figures. I would alter them sometimes. It's fine, dude. Action figures are okay.
All right, are they now? Yeah. After you degraded my life?
I'm sorry.
Favorite Christmas song and the one you can't stand? Go.
I do not like All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Oh, God, right. That shit is already like in the top 10 on Spotify.
I know, man, and it's a good song, but it kind of bothers me. I kind of like the classic Christmas songs. I like, what's the one with, in the meadow we can build a snowman. Later on, Winter Wonderland.
Winter Wonderland.
That's my shit, man. I'm not going to front. That's my jam.
I don't like All I Want for Christmas Is You is because every time I hear it, I think about Nick Cannon in a turban.
And why does Nick Cannon in a turban bother you, Jonas?
It doesn't really bother me. It's like I saw him on TV wearing a turban one day, and I was like, what the fuck? In episode 3 of this podcast, you can go back and hear me rant about Nick Cannon wearing a fucking turban.
Really? Was it that long ago that he was wearing a turban?
It's like a year
I
ago.
know he's been wearing it for a while. I don't know, man. I saw like an interview where he talked about why he was wearing it. I don't know what he's doing.
I thought he was just throwing it on.
Like a fashion
Yeah,
statement.
he just thought it was cool.
I mean, just throwing this piece of religious headwear just
cause
put it with a Nike swoosh on the side.
he has like Reebok, Nike, and Adidas logos on it, all three. Puma on the back. All right.
Yep.
So your worst is All I Want for Christmas Is You, and your best is Winter Wonderland.
What's your favorite though?
My favorite, I've always been partial to Jingle Bell Rock.
Really?
I don't know why.
Oh man.
I think because it starts out boom doom doom, and that gets me every time. You know.
I don't know. That might be my second most hated one.
That's awesome. My most hated. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Because it gets stuck in my fucking head. I don't hate the song, but I sing it for like a week after I hear it.
I can see that.
Every single person listening to this right now is like, I fucking hate you. Because now Feliz Navidad is stuck in every single one of their heads. But at least it's Christmas Day, right? So
I'm not a big fan of that either, though.
Yeah, me neither. So... Well, all right, that's all the time we have for this segment. We will be right back, and we'll get into some uplifting Christmas information on the Crazy Town podcast.
Where am I? Hey, this is Jeff Mack.
And Cade.
And we are from the Super Peepee Time podcast, and you are listening to the Crazy Town podcast.
That's right, and smile at a waterfall. I would appreciate that.
And welcome back to the Crazy Town podcast Christmas Super Show Extravaganza. I am your host, Jonas, still here with TNT Dynamite. So TNT, I want to talk a little bit about Christmas monsters.
Oh.
I found 8 different Christmas monsters.
8? I only know of the one.
Right, I know. That's why I wanted to talk about them.
Oh, this is awesome.
Okay, so the first one is the one that most people know about, Krampus. Krampus, the origin of Krampus is Austria.
Yes, it is.
And it is basically evil, demon, anti-Santa. Yeah. Or maybe some people say it's Santa's evil twin.
Yeah.
Where this came from, do you know the story behind Krampus?
I do, very well.
Okay. It says that 12/5, December 5th, is Krampus night in Austria, the eve of St. Nicholas night. People roam the streets and dress up as Krampus looking for people to beat. And there's also alcohol involved, so they get drunk and do this.
To beat. You make it sound like so violent.
Like everyone's just getting lynched in the streets.
They get like bundles of sticks and they smack them around a little bit. It's not like they're just going around like a gang of demonic creatures. But go right ahead.
But what it said was, in recent years, there have been injuries. So now anyone dressing up as Krampus has to have a registered number so that they can be identified in case of violence.
Say that. Well, you know what? Honestly, that probably is for the safety of the people.
Well, yeah, if everybody's dressed up like a evil demon Santa, you can't tell who they are. He's shanking people in the streets and shit, going rogue, and all of that. So, that's the first one.
Okay.
The next one comes from Iceland. It is Jólakturin. Jolakotturin.
Okay.
It is also referred to as the Christmas Cat.
Christmas cat.
or the Yule Cat.
Okay, which is just Christmas cat. Okay, and what does the Christmas cat do?
The Christmas Cat is an Icelandic tradition. So the way it works is all children who finish their work on time receive new clothes at Christmas. So it encourages children to work hard and do their work.
By the way, clothes are like the most trash gift that you can give a kid. No kid wants new clothes for Christmas.
Now, hold on. If you are under like 15, clothes are trash. But once you get into high school, like kids actually care what they wear. So like buying them like the newest what's all hip in the streets, Tommy Hilfiger. I'm joking. I know that's not hip in the streets anymore. We get some FUBU short sets for Christmas.
I love the FUBU short sets.
So
it's funny.
So, anyways, yes, I
But
do.
yeah.
I do agree. Clothes, underwear, and socks are the biggest trash present ever. It's like when you have to buy new tires for your car. It's garbage as fuck because, yeah, your car drives the exact same, but you have to spend like $500 on it.
I don't know, man. The support that I get from a new pair of boxers.
I'm talking about tires.
But I thought we were comparing the tires to socks and underwear.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I mean, okay. I see you're coming full circle on me.
Yeah.
I was talking about tires. You're bringing it back to underwear.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like
All
a new
right.
pair of underwear can make you feel like a new man.
yeah. Well, at first they're restrictive in binding, and then they become a part of you.
Yeah,
That's what Garth said.
You gotta break
My
it down
man.
a little bit.
My man. Okay, so Yule Cat,
Okay, yeah. I want to know about this.
Jolakaturin, or the Christmas Cat, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
If children, the thing goes, if children do not have at least one new clothing item,
Uh-huh.
they get sacrificed to Yule Cat.
And when you say sacrifice,
That's the legend, the lore, is that if they don't do their work and they don't have new clothes, that the Yule Cat will take them as a sacrifice for being a bad
what
kid.
does the Yule Cat do to the children?
I didn't say all that. That's left up. That's like an Alfred Hitchcock story. It's left up the imagination.
You know what? Like, for those people at home, spoilers: Santa Claus don't exist. But fucking
But Yule Cat does.
lying to kids about Santa Claus is one thing, but then you got like Krampus, who like you be good or Krampus gonna beat you, and then you have be good or the Yule Cat's gonna take you as a sacrifice, and God knows what's gonna happen to you.
He's gonna devour your soul.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say America got it right on the Christmas
Dude,
shit.
these get even
I
crazier.
know, I'm ready, man.
Okay.
I love these. These are great.
We're moving on to Frau Perchta.
That is Miss Percha. That's German.
Yes. Frau Perchta. She is a witch.
Yeah.
Germany and Austria.
Uh-huh.
She hands out rewards and punishment during the 12 days of Christmas. So you either get a gift, or her punishment are things such as she rips out your organs and replaces them with garbage.
What?
That's what it said, dude.
Dude, that is the weakest. That was garbage. That was the scariest thing they could think of.
Well, I mean, the ripping out the organs is
So
pretty
wait a minute.
crazy.
2 of these so far have been from Austria, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly, yeah.
And these are obviously like stories that they tell kids.
Right, so I mean, like, that's Eastern European, man. That's
So you get to choose which way you want to frighten your children
Right.
half to death.
And there's the next one's from Germany too.
Is it Zwarte Piet?
No, it's Belschnickel.
I've heard of Belgium.
I've heard of Belschnickel from The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So he wears old clothing and raggedy furs, and he carries around a switch
Yeah.
just to frighten kids, and he hands out candy to good children. So he's either like threatens a beating or you get candy.
Fair enough, man.
Sounds like Grandpa.
Oh man, I don't know. These archaic Christmas demons are pretty violent
Yeah, right.
to the kids,
Right,
man.
right. Either you do well or we'll beat you with a stick and give you candy.
Basically.
Right. So that is Belschnickel.
Okay.
Then we have Hanstrop. Hanstrapp. He is basically a French anti-Santa, who I guess was a real person.
Okay.
Says he was a rich, greedy, evil man who worshipped Satan and was
Okay. All right.
I love-
No, keep it going.
he worshipped Satan,
Naturally.
and he was excommunicated from the church.
Yeah, well, that's usually what happens when you start worshiping the
Right.
devil.
Right. Well, yeah, probably. So he was exiled to the forest,
Uh,
and once he was exiled, he would dress up like a scarecrow, and he would prey upon children.
wow, that's like Jeepers Creepers.
That's where they got the story from. This guy was like, I'm a very big fan of Hans Trapp. Let's make a scarecrow.
Dude, I love Jeepers
Jeepers Creepers, up until the end where he turned into a giant
Yes,
demon.
I'm
Spoiler alert.
I'm aware.
That movie was kind of good.
It was very
And then, like,
good,
all of
man.
a sudden, I'm like, what the fuck is this demon doing? And then the second one, it just was like, it was like a very, like, weird,
Yeah,
like,
it got
because,
weird.
well, it got weird because the director was like, they had said stuff about like pedophilia with him. And they showed scenes from the movie where like he just has like all these teenage boys laying on top of a bus with their shirts off and shit. Like there's all these unnecessary scenes of like teenage boys with their shirts off and just weird shit. Yeah.
Okay.
And like looking back on it, like when the movie was made, no one thought anything of it. But once he had like accusations of like being weird, then they're like, this is fucking weird. Like, why is he doing this?
Yeah, that's why they canceled House of Cards.
Right.
Hey, side note, man, they're making a Jeepers Creepers 2, by the way. Did you know?
3?
Or 3, yeah, I'm sorry. They are making a new one.
Is it 3 already out? You know, I heard they're continuing House of Cards without Kevin Petty.
Kevin Spacey?
Kevin Petty file.
Are we going to get into House of Cards?
No, I don't even know.
This is where we're going?
Yeah, we're going to House of Cards. No, but they are gonna finish the show without him. I don't know how the fuck they're gonna do it. He's like the main character. I've never watched it. But like, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. They're probably just gonna have him assassinated by a child.
Is the next Christmas demon Kevin Spacey?
The next one is an American called Kevin Spacey. No, I'm not done with Hanstrop yet.
Okay, yeah. I want to know more about this guy.
So the legend goes that he was about to eat a child in the forest.
And who hasn't been caught trying to do that?
I know, typical Tuesday. Yeah. And he was struck by lightning because it was a punishment from God because he was excommunicated from the church.
Nice.
So the lore goes he visits children before Christmas dressed as a scarecrow to scare them into good behavior. Mm-hmm. I don't get scarecrows on Christmas. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I don't know.
Why didn't they have him dress up as like an evil elf or something? Like he dressed up like with like curl toe shoes and fucking stabbed kids with candy canes in the woods.
I don't know. Maybe they don't celebrate Halloween the same way we do. That's a French guy, you said?
Yeah, I said French. Hanstrop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Next one.
Pretty cool, though.
It's another French one.
I like that one.
Do you like Hanstrop?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
This guy is Pere Fouettard.
Oh, my God.
He's French
These
as well.
pronunciations are great.
I know, I love it. Perefouettard. I could have called it Fouettard.
Is that Pierre?
No, Pierre is Peirre.
Okay.
So it's Pare.
All right.
Maybe Pere. And I didn't put any of the accent marks because I can't put that. I'm not like going to switch my keyboard on the keyboard.
That's fine, brother.
He also goes by Father Whipper.
I'm sorry, what? Father Whipper?
Father Whipper. Whipper.
Sounds like a porn star name.
It does. He was an evil butcher who craved children to eat.
Oh my God, man.
These fucking Christmas
What
monsters.
was all these pseudo-pedophilia, man?
I know, dude. All these, and these are tales people tell their children to be good. Watch out, or the man's gonna come and eat you.
Yeah,
like
geez,
Jesus.
All right, keep it going.
He
I like this one too.
He lured 3 boys into his butcher shop.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It does sound like a porno. God.
No, it doesn't sound like a porno. It sounds like goddamn.
I know, I'm fucking around.
All right, keep it going.
Okay. He killed them, he chopped them up, and he salted them.
Okay.
But St. Nicholas came to the rescue.
I mean, they're dead already, dude.
No.
They're dead.
They were. But St. Nicholas resurrected the boys. He turned them from chunks back into children. And he took custody of the butcher. So now he has become St. Nicholas's servant to dispense punishment to children on St. Nick's Day.
What kind of punishment is he dispensing?
I don't know. If he's luring them into his shop and salting them down.
You should see the look that I'm giving Jonas right now. It speaks volumes. So wait a minute. So not only does St. Nicholas or whatever the fuck have the ability to turn
water into wine,
beef jerky back into a whole fucking cow, apparently.
He goes to McDonald's and just makes cows out of all the quarter-pound patties.
He orders up a McMuffin and just turns it right back into a...
He turns it into like a chicken and a cow and turns the muffin into
I
meat.
feel like if I was a kid in one of these, I'd just be like, man, look, Mom, shut the fuck up.
You forget children are stupid.
I know.
I was dumb as fucking rocks when I was a child. I'm still dumb and I'm a man.
Yeah, man, your words, not mine.
Hey, I knew where you were going with that.
I didn't say anything.
Hey, you don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk.
I don't.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Okay.
All right.
You win this one.
All right. You ready for some tie-in characters?
There's more.
There's 2 more, and they all tie in.
Okay.
Iceland. We have Jolasvenir.
Okay.
Jolasveinar.
Okay.
It translates to the Yule Lads.
Oh my god.
They are 13 trolls
Oh, okay.
who each have a distinct name and personality.
Oh my god, I like this too.
They do things.
They do things.
They stole things and caused trouble around Christmas and were used to scare children into behaving, similar to the Yule Cat.
Okay. Which
Then
seems to
over
be-
the years, they've somehow got mingled into the tradition, like another lore. They've now merged, and they're no longer like evil trolls. They are mingled into giving gifts. They leave gifts in the shoes of children who leave them out on Christmas.
Okay, I think I've heard of this one
Okay.
as well. Yeah.
So they went from like evil trolls into that.
All right. Well, do we know their distinct personality traits?
No, it doesn't say. One's sleepy, one's grumpy, one's happy.
Are
It's
you
like
serious?
it's like I
Is it
don't know.
really?
It's
Oh,
like the
okay.
seven
Like,
dwarves,
that's
but there's
awesome.
13. It's happy 2, happy 3. They're all so distinct. He's very He's
There's Donatello, Michelangelo.
yeah. There's
Leonardo.
Donatello. All right, the last one ties it all together.
Okay, I'm ready.
Grylla,
I've heard that name.
Gryla.
Yeah.
She is the mother of all the Yule Lads in Iceland.
Oh, I have heard of
She is an
this.
ogress who kidnaps, cooks, and eats children who disobey their parents.
The FCC is going to shut this down.
Yeah, no shit, right? Everything's about
It's gonna
murdering
shut
kids.
them down.
First 10 minutes. She had 3 husbands,
Uh-huh.
72 children.
She's a pimp.
She could fit a watermelon up in that, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
In her backpack, she has a lot of kids to feed. Where's your mind at?
My mind is not where you think it is.
All of the children cause trouble from different categories, as little as mischief to as much as murder.
What?
And guess who else lives with her?
Zwarty Pete.
The Yule Cat.
Oh, the Yule Cat's hers. It makes sense.
The Yule Cat lives with Grylla, who is the Yule Lad's mom. So if there's only 13 Yule Lads,
Mhm.
where are the other 59 kids that she had?
I don't know, man.
Are they with the 3 husbands? Cause another. One of the husbands is Trapper John, MD from
Trapper
no,
John?
the French guy from earlier.
Oh, yeah.
John Trapp
John
or whatever.
Trapp.
I don't know. John McClane.
And fucking Belschnickel is probably one
Bell
of them.
Schnickel's like their servant that lives in the garden.
I mean, they all have a taste for children, so there's a good chance that all of them are kids. Yeah, it's crazy that they just like a lot of their kids like you're gonna get eaten.
If you don't do this, this butcher's gonna skin you, and then Saint Nick's gonna come and resurrect you.
Look,
but he's
man.
gonna put you back together wrong, so your legs are gonna be where your arms are, and your arms are gonna be where your legs
Like,
are.
Yeah, like look, motherfucker, you can pick your Legos up, man. I'm about to call Belschnick right now.
Belschnickel's gonna come and switch you.
For real, I'm about to get this cat on the phone and
The Yule Cat's gonna come and
Yeah,
sacrifice you.
sorry, you know, I love you and all, but it's curtains.
Jesus. All right. Well, that is all the Christmas monsters we have. And we are going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get into all the awesome Christmas news stories that we have.
Those ought to be fun too.
Oh, they're good. They're all very happy.
So, a little sarcasm there, I
Yes.
think.
No.
No.
All right. Well, we will
No.
be right back on the Crazy Town podcast after this break.
This is Adam from the Odd Dad Out podcast, and in case you forgot, we're both listening to the Crazy Town podcast.
And we are back on the Crazy Town podcast with Jonas and TNT Dynamite.
Yep.
Wow. That's all you guys? Just yup.
Yeah, man, I got a little bit of the Christmas blues. I'm sorry, you know.
After we heard about all the monsters killing children?
Yeah, kind of sobering.
I didn't realize you were so partial to kids. Not in like a fucked up way.
I know, man, but I just, I'm kind of worried. The FCC's been coming down, net neutrality and all of that. Merry Christmas, by the way, net neutrality.
Oh, yay, Ahaja. What's that guy's name? Aja Habahit?
Ajit Pai.
Ajit Pai. Don't even get me started on that bullshit.
Yeah,
we could do a whole episode on that fucking shit. Ugh.
With his giant Reese's mug.
Yuck. All right, I'm going to get into something very Christmassy.
What's that?
It's a story from North Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
Police were called to a home on Christmas Eve 2013.
Dun dun.
A man is beaten and bloodied. His wife is home with him.
Okay.
They tell the cops that he fell and he cut himself.
But he was beaten. Okay, but he fell.
Well, you fall multiple times.
Yeah, you
fall, you get up, you fall back
repeatedly into the ground with your face first.
Right. I mean, like when you repeatedly fall into the doorknob 100 times and get a black eye, So they told the officers that reported to the home that he fell and cut himself.
Okay.
But then they started asking questions why the wife's hands and clothes were so bloody. So if he fell, why are you covered in blood? So after a little bit of time, they finally a little bit came out. The real story. Mr. What last name should we use for these people?
The Smithburgers.
Mr. Smithburger.
Oh, okay.
Came home after he was sent to the store on Christmas Eve. He came home because the store was closed. He couldn't go.
He couldn't go?
He went, but it was already shut down, so he had to come home empty-handed.
Okay.
Mrs. Smithburger.
Yeah, naturally.
She was very mad that he could not come home with the items that she needed on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So what would like an average normal person do?
Go to sleep and fucking wait for your shit?
Right. Well, she decided that she would smash him in the head with a ceramic squirrel.
Oh.
Then she stabbed him with the pieces in the shoulder and the chest.
What?
So she took a ceramic squirrel, she hit him over the head with it, then when it broke, she took the piece and jammed it into his body 2 different times to get him all fucked up.
And then she called the police. Or an ambulance.
Well, they had to call the cops, I guess. Maybe the neighbors called the cops. It didn't really say.
They had to call the cops.
Yeah, she's like, I
fucked
fucked
shit
shit
call
up.
the cops after that happens.
So do you want to take a guess at what he went to the store to get that he couldn't get?
I imagine that it was like her cancer medication, because that's about the only thing that
would be worthwhile to be that crazy about?
Yeah.
No, she just wants some beer.
Oh man, America. Woo.
America.
Never let me down. You never let me down.
Like, my thought process was, there's no, 7-Eleven in North Charleston.
Hey, man. You got to get that Molson in you. One way or another.
Well, Molson's from Canada.
Yeah, but...
And Canadians don't celebrate Christmas, you said. Except for the one guy who has almost 30,000 pieces of Santa memorabilia.
I'm just thinking that she seems like a Molson girl to me.
A Molson kind of woman. She's a Molson kind of chick.
Yeah, so.
Well, we're going to move on to something else now.
Okay.
No more assault.
No.
Well, hold on. Let me check the rest of the stories. There may be some more assault down the road.
There's probably some assault mixed in there, buddy.
Christmas week. A man falls down in a Walmart store.
Okay.
Clenches his chest.
Oh.
He's 27 years old. Security rushes over to him to find out what is going on.
Okay.
Is this man having a heart attack? Is he having a seizure? Why is he on the ground? Well, he was faking.
Okay,
do you know why he was faking?
I mean, he probably wanted to pay out from Walmart.
He's like, I slipped my leg.
Oh, these prices are so good, they gave me a heart attack.
No, While he was causing a distraction, his friend ran out the store with a shopping cart filled with a Barbie car and a vacation house and more toys. So he tried to steal his daughter's Christmas presents by faking a heart attack in Walmart, and while he was being attended to by the employees, someone else ran out of the store with a cart full of toys.
Look, did it work, though?
They have CCTV.
I know.
So they watched the whole fucking thing, and they realized the guy was faking.
So they immediately showed up right there at his house or
the
something.
fucking, I think he got arrested right there.
Oh, no!
Because I think he had the keys, and the guy who ran outside couldn't put the toys in the car.
Come on.
I'm making that part up, but that sounds.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like it would be.
Yeah, stupidity. Stupid is stupid. Oh, these aren't that bad.
No, dude. There's
I
not.
really thought you were gonna go more like
I
murder.
left the murder stories out.
You did.
I did.
All
I
right.
found a gazillion Christmas murder stories.
There's so many.
And here's my thought. Now, if you want to hear the Christmas murder stories, write into the show and let me know that you want to hear them, because I will gladly talk about them.
Dude, there's so many.
But it's just like, oh, hey, it's Christmas Eve and he killed his whole family. It's like very depressing. Even more depressing than the normal shit we talk about. It's like the happy time of the year and there's people murdering their entire family.
It was like everybody gets killed, like fucking daughters and like kids, children, babies.
Yeah, there was some really bad shit.
So
I'm trying. I mean, we're NSFW for sure, but I'm trying to like.
Yeah. Well, no, I commend you on finding stuff that's relatively, just kind of like, oh, this guy's an idiot.
Right. Yeah, it's more like people.
Barbie's dream house. He seems like a Molson guy too.
He does.
I'm just saying.
California.
Mm-hmm.
You notice these aren't from Florida yet.
I know.
Do I have any from Florida?
These sound like Florida stories.
They do.
Too.
Let's just say they're all from Florida.
All right, Florida.
California, Florida man got arrested at Buffalo Wild Wings dressed as Santa.
I'll be dubs.
If you don't know what Buffalo Wild Wings, I think they're all over the country, but if you don't, it's a sports bar wing restaurant. He was handing out presents to patrons, and the cops arrested him and took him away. That is not the Christmas spirit.
No, especially if he's dressed as... You can't arrest Santa.
Yeah. Well, I think they had a little bit of a problem with what he was handing out as presents.
What was he doing?
He was handing out weed. He was handing out weed to all the patrons that were coming to beat ups.
I mean, it was California, right?
Right.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
It said that he wasn't even handing... He was putting it into Buffalo Wild Wings napkins and twisting it up and giving it to people. He wasn't even putting the shit in baggies or anything. He was like using napkins. The story said he also gave one of the employees, and I quote, a brimful amount of pot.
What the fuck is a brimful?
I don't know. I think like what I think is like he filled up his baseball hat with like weed.
A brimful.
I mean, I'm sure it's a lot.
That sounds like such a stoner term.
Right, I know. It says that he also stuffed weed into the tip jar inside the Buffalo Wild Wings.
That dude was fucking blitzed out of his mind.
Yeah, when he got arrested, the police searched him. He had 2 pounds of prepackaged marijuana and was just handing it out to customers.
Wait, I mean, but it's legal there, right? Or I don't know if this was
I think it's an older story,
that.
but it's not fully recreational yet. They're still working on it. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be. If they passed it, I think they're just working out. I think after the first of this year, it's fully recreational or some shit.
All right. Well,
anyways.
Yeah. Cool guy, man.
Yeah, right? I was like, man, he got busted, but like, that's actually a pretty fucking cool thing to do.
Yeah.
It's like, but he probably should have been like, made sure there wasn't a bunch of narcs, because some people are like super anti-drug and would like if he would have walked up and been like, hey, do you smoke? And they would have been like, yeah, and then he gave you weed, no one would have said a word about it.
I imagine that if he wasn't doing it in a Buffalo Wild Wings, it probably
Right.
if he was doing it like on the street or even like knocking on people's doors.
The courthouse. He was like standing up front of the courthouse with he should have got a Salvation Army thing, like ding, 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 and like when they would drop money in the little thing, he'd be like, hold on, and then he'd like put a little bud in their hand.
I don't know. That sounds almost like selling it, and that's probably.
Oh yeah. Then he's like, yeah, that's a lot more jail.
What kind of beer do you think he drinks? He's not a Molson guy.
That's a Steel Reserve kind of guy.
He's a Steel Reserve.
I think he's definitely a steel reserve.
Okay, I'll
Or
give it to you.
Four Loco. He drank
Four
like
Loko.
2 watermelon Four Locos before he did this. He was fucked up. He didn't even know where he was. He had to be drunk to stuff weed in the tip jar. Like, he had to be drunk for that.
Dude, he smoked a 3rd pound that you
Right.
didn't get
Yeah,
to see.
he smoked a whole pound and then gave away 4.
Yeah.
All right. American Airlines. Have you heard about what happened to them this Christmas? This is current. This is like about to happen this time of year.
With the Asian doctor who got hit in the face?
No, not that guy. The guy who's like, I gotta get home, that guy.
Yeah.
No, not him.
Not him? Okay.
No.
Then no, I don't know.
So, there was a computer glitch. And they accidentally gave time off to too many pilots between December 17th and December 31st.
Oh, man.
There is 15,000 flights that do not have a pilot for American Airlines due to a computer glitch during that 2-week period.
15,000?
That's what it said. 15,000 flights.
So they're offering big bucks.
They
to
said
the
up to
pilots.
150% of their salary to cancel their Christmas plans and work.
Wow.
So now, because of this, it's going to cost even more to take a bag on a plane. It's going to cost even more to fly because they're going to have to pay out their fucking ass to pay these pilots to fly holiday flights.
Sounds like almost like they planned it. I don't know.
Right, they're all like, "Oh, because of this unforeseen circumstance, now in 2018, our bag fees are $270 and your left testicle. If you don't have a left testicle, we'll take your kids."
And then when they reduce the pricing, like, oh, we decided we're going to reduce our pricing. They're not going to reduce it back to where it was.
It'll still be higher than it originally was.
still be
Man,
25%
that's like when
more.
Walmart rolls back their prices and everything else goes up in price. Do you ever notice that?
I have not. No.
There's stuff in Walmart that I notice every time I notice something new on rollback, almost always something else I buy went up like 5 or 8 cents.
Is it like a comparable product or?
No, it's like say for instance, say I buy fucking ham, lunch meat ham and chips. You know what I mean? And they're like, and the chips are fucking $2.74 and the lunch meat's $3.99, and they roll back the lunch meat to like $3.50. The chips will then be like $2.99. They'll go up, or they'll go up to like $2.98 or something stupid. So across an entire store, I can almost guarantee you that they literally have not changed the total resale value of all of the products across the store. I bet you it's the exact same all the time, and they just fluctuate up and down to sell what they need to get rid of.
Certain products to compensate. Huh.
Right.
That
Like,
very
so,
well could
oh,
be.
we have way too much fucking Ragu meat sauce, so we'll roll that back, so we will get rid of it because people see it's cheaper, 10 cents or whatever, but then we'll make our socks 10 cents higher price, so then it offsets. And I'm sure it's like a way more complicated algorithm than that to like, so they have to do comparable sales. Like we sell 8 million units of this compared to 8 million units of that.
There's definitely somebody who makes the big bucks who gets the fucking
Run all
do
those
the math.
algorithms?
Yeah.
So I wish I was an American Airlines pilot because I would have taken all 15,000 flights.
Hell yeah.
I would have worked every minute of every motherfucking
I'm
day.
happy for those pilots, but fucking big airplane.
Oh, God.
Or
Dude,
big flight
I hate
business.
flying because I don't have any control over anything, but I hate flying even more. I would hate being the pilot because, like, if you fuck up and kill, like, 200 people,
Whoa! That's where you take it immediately. I'm killing
what else
people?
would you hate about being a pilot?
I don't know.
The responsibility of, like, you murdered a bunch of people along with yourself.
You also murdered yourself, so.
Right. I mean,
I feel like, so I just murdered a bunch of people, but I died, so that's probably going to be what's weighing on my mind more than anything. I don't want to die,
Yeah. I don't want to die!
Like, if I'm a pilot and everybody decides to just jump ship, I'm like, you guys are stupid. I'm landing this bitch.
I'm landing it in the water. I'm landing it in a tree. I don't give a fuck. I'll be, like, lost and live on an island.
Right.
I'll be like, where's the doctor? Oh, I'm the doctor. Oh, God, I'm the guy. I'm the alpha male. I'm going to do it. You're the beta. You go get water.
You're the beta. You go get water.
I'll stand here and tell everybody what to do and be important.
Dude, if we were over on a desert island.
Me and you were just like, what do you say we? Me and you were on this island?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who would be the alpha?
I I would imagine we'd probably work together. I don't think
Okay.
that... Would we be telling... Like you would just be like,
That's-
go get this water, bitch. And I'd be like, yes, sir. Anything you want.
I
Is that
feel
what
like
would
we would have to have we'd have to fashion spears out of bamboo reeds and have hand-to-hand combat.
We would fucking have to have an Olympics just to
Yeah.
determine who would be the alpha.
Yeah, I
But we
that.
would have throw the coconut into the hole in the sand and
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
I would have people sacrifice virgins to me in the volcano.
Wow, considering there's only 2 of us, and I'm not a virgin and you aren't either. There's gonna be no sacrifices.
You don't know my past. I'm a delicate flower.
You are a delicate flower. You're very much a cupcake or whatever the fuck they call them.
I'm sorry. I know I'm
Snowflake.
getting off base, man. I know.
It's okay. Everybody loves our tangents.
Do they?
Yeah, that's what they listen to us for. They come for the tangents and they stay for the fucked up news.
Dude, I love the people who listen to us.
I do too. I love them.
Dude, you guys are the best.
You guys are the best. I
Yeah.
hope that you're opening your presents with your grandmother right now.
Yeah.
Grandma, are you listening?
Jonas has a special
I have a
message
special.
for you, Granny.
I have a message for you, Grandma. The kids bought you that sweater because it was the ugliest one in the store. It's a joke to them.
They don't
Take back their fucking presents now.
They don't respect
They
you.
don't respect you. They hate your cooking, and they buy you fucked up shirts for Christmas.
Your stuffing's dry.
Are you talking about her vagina or her
No!
actual
Oh
stomach?
my god! I didn't even think about that.
Oh shit. All right. That
right.
is all the time we have for this fucking segment.
All right.
So we will take a quick break. We'll come back with a few more rapid fire stories on the Crazy Town Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, fun time.
Uh-huh.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we will.
Or will we? Is that a threat? We'll be right.
All right.
We'll be right back. Promise. And we are back on the Crazy Town Christmas episode. Kept it real short and simple on that one for you, TNT.
I like that.
All right, I'm just going to jump right into it.
Okay, let's jump in.
A man dressed up as Santa Claus was arrested. You're already laughing. I didn't even say. Is it just funny thinking of Santa be arrested? Is that just it? It's
Can't arrest Santa Claus.
You arrest
man.
Santa Claus. He's like, yeah. He's 49 years old. He got arrested for
Eating children.
no, not for eating
Okay,
kids.
All right, good.
For hitting a 74-year-old woman with a 2x4, knocking her unconscious.
Another Molson drinker, I see.
Yes, he is.
Hey.
I guess when this happened, another woman tried to intervene, and he threatened her as well. When they arrested him, he told the cops, what do you think the reason is he knocked this fucking 74-year-old woman out with a 2x4? Have you ever thought what it would be like to get hit with a fucking 2x4?
Not really.
It's like that scene in Tommy Boy.
I don't know what that is, dude. I mean, I'm like being 100%.
Wow.
What's a Tommy Boy?
It's a funny movie.
It's a funny
It's
movie?
the funny movie with
It's
Chris
okay,
Farley
so-
and David Spade.
I know who Chris Farley is.
David Spade. Tommy Want Wingy.
I read about him in my history book.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never seen Tommy Boy.
Oh, it's
100%.
funny. It actually is funny. And it has a little bit to do with Ohio. I thought it hit you home, right in the subcockles of the heart.
Never seen it. You have to educate
I
me
own
one
it.
day.
I can
I know you do.
in the Crazy Town
You
compound.
own those American classics. From
I
the
do.
40s.
They're very classical.
Marilyn
Got
Monroe.
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah,
No, I don't have that
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
You're
Schindler's
Gone with
List.
the Wind. Schindler's Fist.
That's probably really.
I may actually own that one. Now I'm joking.
But I've never been hit with a 2x4 unless you count the backyard wrestling that I've done in my past.
Oh, you did maybe get hit by a 2x4 then.
Probably.
So,
But anyway,
what do you think? What would have caused a man to knock a 74-year-old woman out with a 2x4?
excuse me, Santa Claus to hit a woman
I'm
with
sorry.
a 2x4?
Santa Claus.
I imagine that he was fucking with his reindeer or his sleigh, or he was defending his elves because
Okay.
that's the only reason
That's-
Santa would do something
Now,
like
let me
that.
ask you this about this story before I give you the real reason.
Okay, all right.
Would it have made a difference
Uh,
if the woman wasn't so old? Like, would he have to have less of a cause to hit a younger woman with
Jesus
a 2x4.
Christ, see.
Like, if you're going to hit an old lady with a 2x4, Jesus Christ, all our listeners are gone.
In this social climate, I'm going to have to hit you with the PC answer. PC might, right? PCP might? Okay, that's not something.
PCP might?
PC.
I'm fucking gooning, dude.
PC Dynamite here. It is never okay to hit a woman under any circumstances. We can use our words to resolve all situations.
I tossed you a softball and you knocked it out of the fucking park. I was looking for that answer. That it's never okay to hit a woman.
What the fuck did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to say if that bitch was 20, she deserved it. No, I don't know. I was just gauging your moral compass, bro. That's it.
Right, yeah, I got a little bit, man. So why did he do it?
He told the cops that she stole $145 of unsealed boxes of Hershey's chocolate.
Hit the bitch. She stole money.
No. You cut me off. You didn't hear that part.
Okay, I'm sorry.
$145 of unsealed boxes of Hershey's chocolate. Not the cash.
How much is a box of Hershey chocolate?
Oh, God. Like, had to be $5.
So 5 times 140. Yeah, hit the bitch. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah, come on.
You just went from it's never okay to hit a woman to beat her ass for chocolate.
Dude, hey, look, if you're stealing, you...
If you do the crime, you gotta do the time. And in her case, the time was getting hit by a 2x4.
Yeah, honestly, if it was a dude that stole that amount of money worth of chocolates, and he got hit.
What if it's a woman that looks like a man? Or like you can't tell if it's a woman or a man? What if she has a beard?
Every woman is beautiful in her own way.
I'm not saying that she's unattractive.
They're all delicate flowers.
I'm not saying that they're not delicate. If you found out this person stole $145 of Hershey's chocolate from you, and you looked at them, and you could not differentiate if it was a woman or a man.
I do not care the degree of acromegaly that a woman is suffering from.
Wow. You want to throw a second word out here?
Medical terminology.
Okay.
I don't care how much her facial features may resemble that of a different sex. What she looks like is unimportant. It's not okay to hit unless she hits you first or she's stealing.
Or she's trying to stab you.
Or you're trying to defend yourself. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I always said the only time I'd ever punch a woman if she was trying to fucking stab me.
Or shoot me.
Or has a gun or a knife or something was coming at me.
Like, you gotta defend yourself. And
yeah, absolutely.
People probably shouldn't steal.
But like then like you're a big ass dude and like there's this like 120-pound chicks like coming at you with a knife and he's like, you really had to punch her 10 times.
Whoa, Jonas. This current climate, man. We can't be...
I'm joking. I do not advocate spousal abuse, whether it's male to female or female to male or male to male or female to female or hermaphrodite to any or other combo.
I'm sorry, did you say female to female?
Any.
That's all I heard. I just heard female
all
to female.
I heard was female to female. All right. There was no proof to validate his claims.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
So, yeah, well, he probably shouldn't have hit her.
Santa Claus in Detroit Rock City.
Oh, Jesus, Detroit.
He was on 8 Mile. Now, I don't know if he was on 8 Mile or not. That's the only road I know because Eminem. He's put out a new CD, so it's fresh on the streets right now.
It is fresh on the streets.
A man dressed as Santa.
No.
Was chased down by 2 plainclothes police officers and arrested.
Mm-hmm.
He shot 2 guys in a Speedway parking lot.
Oh my God, Santa, why?
Santa was so sad. He was so downtrodden.
Why did he shoot the people in the Speedway?
Well, first he shot one in the chest and one in the hand.
Oh. 2
very opposite places to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Neither one of them died.
Well, that's wonderful. Santa's not a killer, though.
Santa's not a killer. He shot them after a shoving match, and as they were headed back to they had like a shoving match outside a Speedway gas station. Speedway is like a northern gas station.
Yeah. What's a shoving match exactly?
Where like you get up in each other's grill and you're like, "I'll fuck you up," and you're pushing each other and shit like you're hard.
How do you win? How do you get the high score in shoving?
Well, it's like when you yell "World Star" when 2 people are about to fight out in the street. It's like that. It's the pre-fight.
Oh.
It's like where you're all like
a
let's
go.
You gonna go? We gonna go? And I'm like, where? To the store? To my mom's house? Where do you want to go?
Oh, and then you pull out your gun and shoot them, apparently.
Yes.
Okay. So he won the shoving match.
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
I would say he took it to the next level. It escalated quite quickly.
Good job, Sam.
Why were they in an argument?
Yeah.
They were fighting over Mrs. Claus. His girlfriend was with them dressed as Mrs. Claus, and they were fighting over her. And he shot 2 guys in the parking lot.
I mean, look, you fuck with a dude's girl, it could get you shot.
It really could.
It really
Absolutely.
could.
It's very much a possibility.
It's probably not a good idea to go around messing with married women.
It's probably not at all. You're absolutely correct. Unless, like, they have an open relationship or something, then it might be all right.
Yeah, maybe.
Backpage.com.
I know what that is. I don't know. You might want to illuminate some history.
Illuminate? I'm going to light it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cast a spotlight on what
I'll light it
Backpage
up.
really is. Light it up.
Backpage.com is similar to Craigslist. Kind of. There are classifieds as well as prostitutes.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Craigslist dirty homeless
Edition.
Yeah, like
Okay.
fucking just like
Sleaze of the sleaze.
yeah, like the heroin recovery Craigslist.
Ooh, that's nice. I like it.
Yeah, like Craigslist that used to do meth back in the 80s, and they're trying to clean it up, but she'll still do something strange for a piece of change.
she'll definitely do something strange for a piece of change.
She's missing a foot.
She's an amputee, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's her gimmick.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Backpage for you.
Is it? All right.
Classic Backpage.
Wow, I didn't know that much about Backpage. I just knew there were whores on there. I didn't realize there were ex-prostitute, ex-heroin junkies and amputees and shit like that.
They are escorts. Thank you.
Oh yeah, they're just hanging out. It's for you're paying for their time, and if you
Yes.
happen to get a sloppy beach,
Look, man,
that's just part of the hangout
if two
experience.
people like you, two consenting adults like each other, and the woman is consenting, it is okay for them to have sex for money.
Well, no, she's getting the money to hang out, and if while they're hanging out, they happen to penetrate, or fellatiate, or handinate.
What happened on Backpage, Jonas? What happened?
Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
This is not northern
God,
Charleston where they had the squirrel stabbing. This is regular Charleston.
Man, another Florida story.
So
Good.
Christmas Eve,
Mhm.
19-year-old decides it'd be a great time to get a date off Backpage.com.
I've actually heard of kids doing this before, so yeah.
Wow, is that what the kids are into? That's hot on the streets.
Honestly, yes, it is kind of hot in the
Parents,
streets.
ask your kids if they know what Backpage is, and if their eyes light up real big, they're fucking whores off the internet.
Man, I'm not saying I've ever done.
That's
it,
our
but I've heard
PSA for all the parents right now.
Do parents listen to us? Half the people that
Well,
listen
how
to
old
us,
do you? What do you think our
what's
demographic is?
Our demographic are the people of the age that are going to Backpage and fucking hookers on.
Oh,
Backpage.
he'll be like, I got to talk to Grandpa about what Backpage is and see if his eyes light up.
Yeah. It's not like our demographic ain't 45 to 67-year-olds, man. That's for
Right.
goddamn
Well, dude,
sure.
you know people can be dads at like 25, right? Or 15. Like dads can be any age, basically, as soon as like they can shoot their gun.
You just blew my mind there. Dads can be any age, as well.
Yeah, well, you just said dads don't listen to us, so we only listen. What we gear ourselves to 12-year-old boys that aren't dads.
I don't know, man, but I'm just saying is that age range is still going to be fucking Backpage chicks. I'm
That's
not
true.
going to fuck a Backpage chick. Stupid is as stupid
Would
does.
you ever pay for sex?
I feel like every time I fucked a chick, I probably paid for it in some way.
That's probably
through-
the best answer you could have given.
Either fiscally or emotionally, I paid.
I paid with my fucking pain of my soul. That's true.
A little piece of me is always.
So a
taken away.
19-year-old male
Mhm.
orders a prostitute,
Mhm.
an escort, a whore, a Jezebel,
Wow.
a skeezer.
You like tossing around that W word, don't you?
Whore? So she shows up at the motel.
Yeah.
He opens the door, The woman rushes in with another man who has a gun.
Gonna rob him.
It's the old bait and switch, you know. You go offer up the P, bring in the G.
This too is very common.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're prostituting, that's like if you like go to the drug dealer and he robs you. Like, what do you do? Call the cops, tell him the drug dealer robbed you? You know what I mean? Like,
we call that in the streets a lineup. You got lined up.
Oh, like so it's like you jack someone when you're doing something illegal, and they really have no recourse because
it's just a setup, basically. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the action of the doing illegal thing. Mm-hmm. So somehow he goes in. 2 people end up shot. There's only one boy who ordered the escort, but 2 people ended up shot.
Oh, did he bring a friend with him? Or?
No, one of the associates that came with the girl and the man, and I think there was another person too.
Okay.
The 19-year-old ends up dead.
Oh, Jesus.
So he called a whore, and he ended up dead. You hear that, children? If you try to order a whore, you're going to end up dead. PSA.
That's way more effective
and now you know.
Than fucking a demon's going to come and beat me with a stick.
If you aren't good, we're going to order you an escort, and they're going to kill you. That's the way to do it.
Nice.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, good. Florida. Cool.
Santa walks into the bank.
Yeah.
Starts handing out candy canes.
Uh-huh.
Hands them out all amongst the crowd, all the little childrens and little biddies and old hairs and whatnot.
What the fuck is a biddy?
Like Betty White.
Sure. You say so.
Gets in line, hands the teller a note, says, "Give me all your fucking money, bitch. I'm Santa." Dude, I wonder if that's what it really said. Like,
you make stuff up and it sounds so good.
If I was ever gonna rob a bank as Santa Claus, it would totally say, "Give me all your fucking money, bitch. I'm Santa."
Well, I mean, Santa, the price of toys is going up since,
Microsoft. He's having inflation's a bitch.
Yeah, man, Sony.
Disney bought Fox, and now all of a sudden Santa's robbing motherfucking banks to pay for Christmas.
He needs to fund it somehow, man.
So he got away, and at the posting of the article, they had not caught him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't even know how old the story is. It didn't say.
Yeah, it's not hard to find him. He's at the North Pole. Duh.
Yeah, right? Die Hard. We spoke about Die Hard earlier. This proves that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I mean, I thought we already went over that, but yeah, we can revisit.
Well, a lot of people will fight you on Die Hard being a Christmas movie because I see their point because the story itself is not about Christmas.
Yeah.
But it's very Christmas themed.
Yeah.
But they are turning Die Hard into a children's Christmas book.
I heard about this actually.
So
yeah,
anyone if they make anything a Christmas book, it's Christmas related.
I wonder how they're gonna make it like suitable for kids because there's a lot of like graphic shit that happens in that movie.
When John McClane's walking barefoot on the glass, it's going to be broken candy canes. So he's going to get candy canes in his feet instead of glass. And when he rips them out, it's going to like heal immediately. It's going to like have unicorn tears pour out of his fucking feet instead of blood.
Unicorn tear. You had me at the candy cane. You lost me at the unicorn tears. But yeah, I like the candy cane.
All right, good deal.
I like the candy cane idea.
Have you ever heard
No.
of the German Christmas tradition of the Christmas pickle?
Is this a Richard and Morty?
Oh, I have no fucking idea.
Okay, yeah. You're not a millennial. But no, I've not heard of the Christmas pickle.
I actually went to the dollar store last year. And they had Christmas ornaments that were pickles. And I thought it was so funny, I bought one for $1 because I wanted a pickle hanging on the Christmas tree. Come to find out, it's an actual tradition.
You bought a pickle?
I had a pickle on the Christmas tree last year. This year I do not have a Christmas tree.
Was it like a real pickle?
Yes, it was a Clausen dill. It was dripping all over the floor the whole fucking Christmas season. No, it was a fake fucking pickle. With
I don't know, dude. I don't know what they do, man. They fucking threaten their kids with getting eaten by demons, like 17 different versions of the same idea. I don't fucking know. Maybe they hang real pickles. It doesn't
that'd
seem
be
too
awesome.
Far off from crazy.
Okay. I'll give that to you. I'll give it to you.
All right. So
the
fake pickle.
The Christmas tradition is that it's the last ornament put on the tree on Christmas Eve. And the purpose of it is that they hide it within the pine needles of the tree. Like they don't like put it out so you can see it. They try to hide it inside the lush, voluptuous tree shape of the tree.
There's no sodomy, is there?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Although the pickle is phallic, there's no sodomy involved.
I'm just making sure, man. You never know where these stories
The
are gonna
first
go.
kid
Yeah.
who finds the Christmas pickle in the tree,
Uh-huh.
suppose you're like, Brett, it's just not a sad story. This is a good one.
I'm trying not to laugh, dude.
Of the Christmas
Fucking kids pickle hunting on Christmas, dude. It's too much. It's too
It's the
much,
dumbest
man.
shit I've ever heard of.
It's too much.
The first one to find the Christmas pickle,
Yes.
he gets good luck for the next year,
You know, we are such fucking children.
and we get. I can't even contain myself. And he gets a fucking special present.
Oh my god!
I guess it would be called the pickle present.
I am such a child.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
So if you, but like, I can't imagine, like, Christmas trees aren't that big. So why is there's like 4 kids like ripping apart the Christmas tree looking for the Christmas pickle to get the special present in the morning?
Yeah, I guess, man. What's the special present they get?
It
man?
didn't say. It didn't say.
So they just get an extra gift that they find.
Yeah, probably. It's probably like a fucking jar of Clausens or something. You know, just like you get pickles for finding the pickle.
Yeah.
Put 'em in a
I don't
pickle.
know. You know what, man? Look, I respect all people from all cultures, but this shit is weird.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
This is weird shit.
Cops came to the house of an 18-year-old. It doesn't have the city, so I don't know where this happened. We'll say it
Florida.
happened in Florida.
Yeah, it's definitely Florida. Probably Christmas pickles, Florida too. I thought.
He was 18, and
Mhm.
his 42-year-old wife was also home.
Okay.
So
Wait a minute. What?
right. So
I mean,
this 18-year-old kid had a 42-year-old wife.
yeah, love knows no age.
Right, I guess. She's almost 3 times his age.
Hey.
Ew.
Good for her.
So he had a yard full of Christmas decorations. A whole bunch.
Mhm.
There was also many reports of missing Christmas decorations from the neighborhood. They'd went around and stole them from all the neighbors' houses and put them in his yard.
How fucking goddamn Molson drinkers, man. He's a Molson drinker for sure.
Here's the best part. When they booked him, he had been arrested around Halloween for stealing all the neighbors' Halloween decorations and putting them in his yard too. This has to be a Florida story.
It has to be.
It's a little crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's pretty stupid. I don't know. It doesn't really surprise me. That's about as fucking American as you can get.
Yeah. One last thing I have to talk about today.
Oh, we're done?
We're almost done, yeah. We're just
Oh.
about done.
All right.
Home Alone. That's actually an honorable mention going way back to
Absolutely.
Signal.
You know, it was very close. I think it was probably like my number 5 or number
It was a very clever movie for back in its day. It was original.
Yeah.
What's the most popular scene in that entire movie?
Can I do it?
Yeah, do it.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
Right.
I love that.
The pizza guy scene.
What was that? The pizza guy scene?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he makes the pizza guy think that he's an adult, and the pizza guy's running through the yard, slipping and falling and being stupid.
Yeah.
Did you know that scene that you just played that clip from
Yeah.
was made specifically for Home Alone? That is not a real movie.
Really?
It is a play off that movie in Home Alone is called Angels with Filthy Animals. It's a play on a 1938 movie called Angels with Dirty Faces with, I think, James Cagney.
I've heard of Angels with Dirty Faces.
So that is specifically for Home Alone.
Wow, they did a really good job.
Yeah,
'Cause
right?
It sounds a lot like I mean, it looked realistic.
Well, right. It looked like an old-timey fucking flick or whatever.
Wow.
So, TNT Dynamite,
Yeah.
that is all the time that we have for today's Super Christmas Kwanzaa Hanukkah Holiday Edition Christmas Spectacular Extravaganza show.
Yeah.
Do you feel very pumped up for Hanukkah? Do you feel pumped up for Kwanzaa? Do you feel pumped up for Christmas? People are listening to this on Christmas, dude.
I don't even know what a Kwanzaa is.
I don't either, man. I don't know what any of it is. I don't even know what Christmas is. I just figured I'd look up some stories because people were talking about it.
I hope everybody has a good Christmas.
I do too.
I'm definitely a fucking Scrooge and a half. Jonas he walks around in Christmas hats singing carols all day.
Yeah, that's me. I just sung carols to the neighbor earlier tonight.
A jingle bell strap on wrapped
Jingle
around.
bells I'm like walking around the house all day.
Yeah, but I hope everybody.
I hope everybody's Christmas was amazing. I hope everybody got everything they wanted. I hope fucking everything was fucking so happy your fucking head exploded with happiness.
Yeah.
We do want to thank everybody for listening today.
Oh yeah.
Without you, we wouldn't have a show.
Mm.
I do want to thank TNT Dynamite. Do you want to tell everybody where they can find your stuff on YouTube and other areas of the internet?
Oh yeah, man. So TNT Dynamite, I'm on the Twitter, TNT.Twittermite. Find me right next to Santa Claus's page. Me and him we're tight, even though I don't believe in anything he stands for. Also on the YouTube, TNT.YouTube.net.
When was the last time you put a video up? Pretty consistent, right?
Jonas, can I do my outro here?
Sorry, didn't mean to. I wanted you to portray that to the fans about how often you listen or you do.
You let me do me.
Okay,
and then you can do you.
All right.
So yeah, you can find me there, and I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Should we break the news? Should we put a little spoiler out?
I mean, it's up to you, man.
No one listens to the end of the episode anyways, right?
Yeah, go ahead then, man. Only the people that true fans will hear about it.
So, little surprise, little spoiler alert. Starting around the 1 year anniversary of the podcast, which is January 23rd, we are going to start doing gaming videos on the Crazy Town YouTube channel. Go ahead. You want to talk a little more about your more YouTube fucking Let's Play? Is that what you said they're called?
We're gonna do some Let's Plays. We're just gonna do some random games. Gonna see kind of what fits. Throw some shit to the wall. See what sticks. But we have such a good a chemistry. At least I feel like we do.
Absolutely.
And I think that it'll translate pretty good into some YouTube content.
So if you are into watching YouTube, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, please, for the Crazy Town Podcast. We will also the plan right now is to pull the audio off the YouTube videos and put them in the RSS feed for the podcast, so they'll almost be like mini podcast episodes. We'll see how it all goes, but that's coming in the future. Be more on that in the next couple episodes. Please review us on iTunes, like our stuff, retweet us. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at the Crazy Town Pod. If you don't, grandmother will buy you 2 fruitcakes next Christmas.
I mean, I'm all right with fruitcake.
Are you? All right, cool. Well, then, do listen. That's it. Just do listen.
All right. Well, yeah.
The website, of course, thecrazytown.com. And we are also available on SoundCloud.com. Everywhere podcasts are available. SoundCloud.com/The Crazy Town Podcast. For TNT Dynamite.
What about the hotline?
Oh, the drunken dial?
We forgot about Tax and Nips.
Oh, if you're drunk and want to call and leave us a message, 512-TAX-1-NIP.
1 nip.
I hate taxes. Love nipples. So, for TNT Dynamite and for Jonas, we are out.
Hour is over.